Hello and welcome back to Nelson All Over Cards. Today we have the Twilight of the Republic press release box from Fantasy Flight Games for Star Wars Unlimited, and we're going to be doing an unboxing. I have not taken a look at what's inside of here, but I am so pumped and so excited, and thank you so very much to FFG for sending this over. But without further ado, let's see what goodies we have in the box. It is a really big box. Like, probably the thumbnail will have me like trying to hold it or something, but I mean it's a big box. So let's see what we got in here. And it is, oh my gosh, it's so nicely laid out. I wish I could like hang this back up here somewhere, but just hang that down there. It's so nicely, like the foam core insert and everything is really clean. It looks like we got a 2-player starter deck. We'll go ahead and do an unboxing there. Some packs, a pre-release kit, a couple of deck boxes, sleeves, and game mats. Now, I want to be filming this on the game mat, so let's go ahead and start by opening there. Looks like we've got, this is a Scout Trooper, I guess. I thought it was, I assumed it would tell me who it is. It's, oh my gosh, I just completely ripped that open. Alrighty, let's just go crazy with it. Ooh, I really like the green. Green is probably my favorite color. Sorry for the jarring cut. I absolutely destroyed my mic. Like, I was unboxing and I just like hit it. And so I was like, you know what, let's just take that out. But we've got this here. It is interesting. This is actually, I think, the first one that I've had where it has the zones for the different units. Your base, your leader, initiative counter, resources down here, deck and discard pile. I think I prefer the mats without these zones, because if you have like a really heavy or a really wide ground force unit, you may want more space on one side of the board. And then with these zones, for whatever reason, I just feel like I don't feel comfortable moving them out of the zones. And so I like the flexibility of not having the markers, but the art on this looks amazing. I love the lines. This is going to look really nice in hyperspace with the lines coming out of it. And so that's really cool. Let's take a look at the Yoda mat though. I'm hoping that I get a Yoda. I really want to start building a Jedi deck. From like a thematic standpoint, that just seems super fun for me. I know that they just released, you know, Order 66, or the card Order 66, which directly contradicts my desire to run a Jedi deck, because it's a hard counter, but it still sounds fun. And part of that is getting this Yoda. But look at that. That's nice. The Yoda, I like the blue with the green. It's got a nice like cool tone to it, which is very sweet. I think I still love the Darksaber one. The Darksaber from last set. I think that one was really nice. But I do really like this. I think this is really clean. Very nice. His hands look good. I feel like the art has, I enjoyed the art when it initially started, but I feel like the art has gotten a little bit better, and I've seen more people say that they are enjoying the art. So let's stack this like this, and we have ourselves a little play area that we can mess around with. We are going to probably save the packs for the end, so let's go ahead and talk about some of these deck boxes. These are the Gamegenic Soft Crate deck boxes. I believe, no, they've had these for each one of the sets. And what I like about these is that they do have cool art, love them all, but they also have spots for your deck, and then they have a internal storage for like tokens. So you can actually use and put tokens, whether they be Gamegenic, by the same token, whatever, fit them in here. And then these are just nice portable options. There are the hard shell, the more premium Gamegenic products, which are fairly expensive, but these are a lot more affordable and definitely get the job done. So we've got a Obi-Wan Kenobi and a Darth Maul. Love that from the, I need to rewatch Rebels, because I just want, you know, Darth Maul screaming Kenobi into the ether. And then we've also got a General Grievous and Ahsoka. Ahsoka is my, I'm trying to think of who my favorite Star Wars character is. Let me know down in the comments who your favorite Star Wars character is. I would say it's either Ahsoka for me or Anakin. I like Anakin from like his storyline perspective and how his character develops. Now I'm not saying I support how his character development developed. I think it was a really good story on how it developed. But I do really like Ahsoka. Again, same kind of deal. You have the inside here. It's a Grievous token box here. Nice. I am pretty excited to open up the 2-player starter kits. I'm very excited to play Ahsoka. That's one of my decks that I'm really looking forward to building this time. We've got some sleeves. We've got the Darth Maul and the Ahsoka art sleeves, the Game Genic art sleeves. And these sleeves are really nice. I will go ahead and say that. I've used art sleeves in the past where I have not enjoyed the quality and how they kind of hold up. But at this point, I think everything but one of my decks is in Game Genic art sleeves, and they've been amazing. We also have 2 new lightsaber colors for the sleeves. We've got our Darksaber. So this is the Mandalorian Darksaber, the black here. Now they've done all of the colors, I believe. We don't have purple. I don't think we have purple. We don't have a Windu saber yet. And then we have Ahsoka's famous white sabers. There. Those look really clean. I really like the clean. I'm going to pull actually some of these out. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, those look really clean with the white. I'm gonna have to figure out a deck to put those in, and then I need trying to figure out who do I throw whose deck do I throw the Darksaber in? I can go Moff Gideon. He had it for a little bit. I do like the Darksaber. I think I like the white more from an art perspective. And also just the thematic perspective. I like the white saber. Those are really nice. And we have packs. It's time to do some packs. Let's actually do the starter decks. Let's go ahead and crack those open and take a look and see what's going on in Ahsoka Tano and General Grievous's deck. Now, we'll talk about some of the new concepts that the game introduced this time around as we go through it. But this set does seem... I'm going to open this because it sounds all weird if I try and talk and open at the same time. But this set does seem to really shake up how the game is played. There are new tokens that have been introduced. There are the Battle Droid and the Clone Trooper tokens. And those are really cheap, really easy to create units. And then how the game interacts with those based on if you are the villainy side, you have exploits where you can destroy units in order to reduce the cost of some of your next units played. And then if you're on the heroism side, you can coordinate, where if you have 3 or more units, you actually get a bonus. So like it's going to be coordinate 3 if you have 3 units, or coordinate ambush. So if you have 3 units, the unit game's ambush and stuff like that. So the Jedi want to build the forces and like kind of build their army and use teamwork and having a lot of units on the field in order to amplify their abilities, where the dark side very thematically likes to use and control and destroy to build up their own power. And so I'm pretty excited. I think exploit seems a little bit better, but I'm pumped to see how it goes. Let's open Grievous first. And I have not done any looking at the starter decks here, so I'm actually like really excited to to hop into these starter decks, because I think that they do a really solid job with the starter decks. So let's go ahead and see what we got. Oops. Alrighty, so General Grievous. We've got a Cunning Villainy Leader, General Grievous here. As an action, we can give a droid unit Sentinel for the phase. Units in its arena cannot attack your non-Sentinel units or your base. And then we've got a green base there, the Lair of Grievous. And then here are the tokens that we're talking about. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to link right up here where somewhere the full unboxing of these. But we will go through in a different video to talk about the actual like full unboxing and go through each one of these. But since this is just kind of an overview of what the deck has, we're gonna pause there. We'll go ahead and open Ahsoka just to kind of see what she's bringing to the table. But we'll come back to opening these here in a second. So Ahsoka is a aggression, heroism. Aggression is something that I've been wanting to play more and more. And there's that coordinate keyword that we were talking about. So as an action, if we have 3 or more units, we can activate this action. Attack with a unit. It gets +1/+0 for the attack. And then as an epic action, we can deploy her on 5 resources. She comes in as a 3/6 unit. And on coordinate, she gets +2 attack. So if you have 3 units on the table, including her, then she is a 5/6 that drops on 5. That's pretty impressive. She is also a cunning base. And let's look at Grievous's. Grievous flips on 6. He's a 4/8. That's a beefy leader right there. On attack, you may give a droid unit +1/+0 in Sentinel for this phase. So really cool cunning unit there. So we will have a separate video where we break down and go through all of these cards in further detail, but I understand that the audience may not be the same for each video. That's why we're gonna, oh, I can do it right here. I can point, it's gonna be like right there, but earlier. Let's go ahead and open 3 packs. We have our organized play kit, our pre-release kit, I should say. The pre-release kit is what you would get if you signed up for a event at the local game store. These are going to be events where you are running a sealed environment where you get 6 packs and you're going to craft a deck out of 30 cards. This is called like limited format, or one of the limited formats. And you can choose any of the leaders you draw, any of the common bases, and you're trying to find some cool synergies. It's actually my favorite way to play limited in that sense. I don't know if I like draft or sealed better. I like them both, but this is my favorite way to play. And so when you go to a pre-release event, which you absolutely should, they're a ton of fun, you're going to get a box like this. They're going to yell at you to not open it until the time starts. And you're going to be sitting there eagerly awaiting opening this box. And this box is going to have packs as well as some promo leaders in it. So just like that, you can see here are some of our packs. Those are the 6 packs that you would have, and you would be able to open these and create your deck out of these 6 packs. You have another deck box here. So you have divider and a box. Now this is lower quality than these boxes, and then so this is kind of like the lowest quality that the SWU boxes come in. They have these soft case boxes, and then I don't know if they came out with any new colors, but I know it's part of their evergreen product line. They have the hard shell kind of like leader in the front Gamegenic boxes. So you get this. Here are the promos. Sometimes these are foil. I know that they've done like alternate art in set 1 as well. Or hyperspace, so we'll see how these look. And these are going to be the promos for the leaders of the starter deck. And so when you're playing in a pre-release, I think all the time, it may be store dependent, but every single one I've ever been to, you can also use these leaders as your chosen leader. So you can choose any of the 6 leaders that you pull, or Ahsoka and General Grievous. So we got Ahsoka Tano. That's a hyperspace version. See how the border is kind of broken. I'm going to pull up the normal version there. You can see how you got the hyperspace, the lightsabers extended, those lines are extended. And then on the other side, it's not a hollow this time, which I prefer the non-hollow, and then a hyperspace version there as well. The hollow, to me, one, it pringles, it starts to curl a good bit. And the hollow just in most card games feels very dark, and I feel like with the hyperspace variants you can see just a lot more, and I want more detail rather than the darker hollow. The hyperspace does more for me than the hollow. Then we got General Grievous, again a hyperspace version there. This is not, I don't know, this is not the most exciting hyperspace I've seen. I like it when there's like laser blast or something coming off of the edge. But the full extend is nice. If I am running a General Grievous deck, I'm absolutely using this hyperspace version there. And then we've got some like quick start rules and how to build a deck and damage counters and stuff like that. So that's what's in the pre-release box. But as promised, we are going to open, let's do 2 packs. Let's open 2 packs, maybe 3. And this is actually kind of crazy. I don't have, what is the other pack? Yeah, okay. Is that Cody? I don't know. I don't know who that is. Let me know who that is. I'm very bad at telling clones apart. Is that Cody? It's not Rex. I don't know. Or is it just unnamed? But I have no Clone Trooper pack. Like, this was what was in my pre-release kit. No Clone Trooper pack. So we will open a Yoda and an Asajj Ventress. These are... We're going to pull something really, really nice here. Let's open Asajj first, just because I'm a bigger fan of Yoda than Asajj. Let's see what we got. We got Anakin Skywalker. I'm very excited about Anakin. He seems insane. So Anakin has a action where you can deal 2 damage to your own base, and then you can attack with a unit. If it's attacking a unit, it gets +2/+0 for the attack. But the key here is that on deploy, and in epic action, you can deploy him at 6. He gets overwhelmed. He has a 4/7, and he gets +1 for every 5 damage on your base. So you're damaging your own base in order to boost Anakin up. So he can come in if you have 10 damage on your base, which you probably have more. He's a 6/7 that deploys on 6. That's pretty crazy. I like it a lot. I'm here for it. It's such a risky kind of move, but why not, right? It seems kind of fun. Yeah, so there's Anakin. We got the Cunning base here. I think this is the one that comes in with Ahsoka. Yeah, that is the Ahsoka. It's so cool to have new cards. We got the Republic Arc 170. We have the restored Arc 170 from set 1. So here's the new, when it was new. It's a 3-cost cunning unit, or not cunning, I'm sorry, command unit, 3/4 in space. We got the Volunteer Soldier, which is something that we have seen from previous sets. 2/3 raid trooper unit. The Vanguard Droid Bomber. So this is a 2-cost. We're feeling good with the space units here. When played, if you control another Separatist unit, deal 2 damage to an enemy base. It's a 2-drop for a 2/2 in space. That's nice. We got the Padawan Starfighter. While you can, and see, this is where the Force or the Jedi deck starts to build itself. So this is a 2. It's a 1/3. While you control a Force unit or a Force upgrade, this unit gets +1/+1. So you can go, you drop this as a 1/3. But if you have a Yoda or someone that you drop on turn 2 when you have those 3 resources, it becomes a 2/4 in space, which is awesome. I'm so here for it. Hey, we got our first exploit card. So this is the Separatist Super Tank. This is 8/3, exploit 3, and it costs 9. So while playing this card, defeat up to 3 units you control. And for every unit you defeat, it costs 2 less. So if you defeat 3 units, this actually only costs 3 to play. Now you have to defeat units, and that's not good. But there are ways around it. The Battle Droid tokens are very, very cheap and easy to manufacture. They're just like 1/1s. You can destroy exhausted units. You can destroy damaged units. So if you have a unit out there that has 1 hit point remaining, you might as well, if you can attack with it and then at that point, your opponent may not attack you or attack that unit, because if it's already exhausted, it's not a huge tempo boost. And so you can save that unit, then use it to exploit, discard it or destroy it, and then play the Separatist Super Tank. Just seems super fun. We got the Droideka Security, which this card looks absolutely insane in hyperspace. I am a huge fan of this card. Look at that. So this is exploit 2. Again, so 2 less resources, and you can destroy up to 2 units. Costs 6. It is a 4/5 with Sentinel. Ooh, I love that hyperspace version. Oh my goodness, that's so nice. Look at that. Heck yeah. We got the Armored Saber Tank. It's a 6-cost 5/5 Sentinel. Just straight heroism. Sentinel is always nice. We got the Favorable Delegate. It's a 2 cost, 1/5. When played, you draw a card. When defeated, discard a card from your hand. Oh, that's kind of interesting. That kind of makes me want to go back to it's not Han. Oh yeah, no, Han 1, where you just play like in your resources with Smuggle, and if you can play this guy and you draw a card and you just get rid of all your cards, you don't have any cards to discard. Phase 1, Clone Trooper. This is a 2 cost, 3/2 Republic unit. Very vanilla. But, I mean, 3 attack on turn 1 drop, regardless of aspect, as long as you're playing Heroism, is pretty decent. We got Unshakable Will. Look at Ahsoka here. Oof. Ahsoka's so cool. It's 4 cost, cunning, or not cunning. Wow, what? I'm all about the cunning train today. 4 cost Vigilance unit, gives a +2/+2 and Sentinel. Oh my goodness, let's find a Chirrut deck and throw this in there. Chirrut is a lot of fun. Now that we have like Rivals Fall, Chirrut is a little bit less scary because you can't just Voltron him and expect him to live forever. You can Rivals Fall and just kill him. But Unshakable Will, giving something Sentinel and a +2/+2 seems really good. Throw this on like Chewie. So now Chewie, whenever he gets attacked, he gets to ready. And he has Sentinel, or he already has Sentinel, so maybe not Chewie. But there's a lot of options there. We got twice the price. One of the nice things about expanding the card pool and having more cards available is that we're starting to see more of these double aspect cards. So like you can see up in the top left corner, you have 2 aggression icons, meaning that you have to run mono red in order to pay this for the printed cost. You can always pay it by increasing the cost by 2 for each aspect you don't have. But I do really like the idea of a mono deck, and I'm starting to look and try and build more of those. But this is a 2 cost double aggression. When played, deal 2 damage to the attached unit, and it's a +4 attack +0 health. Now, we don't have a ton of grit and aggression. That's typically a vigilance thing that we've seen, but we do have some. And so if you can play this on an aggression unit that has grit, meaning that it gets +1 attack for every single damage it has, now this is a +6 attack. And that just seems cool. That just seems really, really cool. We have Wartime Profiteering. This is a 1 cost cunning villainy. Look at cards from the top of your deck equal to the number of units that were defeated this phase. Oh, wow. Okay. So Super Laser Blast, you just defeat everything on the field, and you get to look at those cards. Draw one of them and put the others on the bottom of your deck in a random order. That seems pretty good. That seems pretty good. It seems a little hard to trigger, but if you can get what you need, and I guess it is kind of, I don't know. It has to be a unit. No, it doesn't. It doesn't have to be a unit. We got the Zillo Beast. Clone Wars coming back. We got the Zillo Beast, 9 cost vigilance unit, 10/10. When played, give each enemy ground unit -5/-0 for this phase. When the regroup phase starts, heal 5 damage from this unit. So incredibly challenging to kill. Zillo Beast, definitely going to be building like a creature deck or something with like Zillo Beast, Crate Dragon. There was another one that was announced in this set that I don't quite remember. I didn't follow the spoilers as much or as closely as I have in the last couple sets. But Zillo Beast there. Then we got the Freelance Assassin as our holographic card. This is a 3 cost cunning unit. 4/2 when played. You may pay 2 money if you do deal 2 damage to a unit. I do like that. That's kind of nice. Being able to just turn your resources into damage can be really nice. Get a pesky Sentinel out of the way or something like that. Very cool. Nice pack. Now we're gonna open Yoda, and we're just gonna figure out where to put the cards. Alrighty, here comes a Yoda opening. Twilight of the Republic. This is my favorite era of Star Wars. I'm very, very excited to just play in this set because I love clones. I love the storyline of the Republic, and it's just my favorite. We've got Darth Maul. So Darth Maul here, as an action, we can attack with the unit. It gains Overwhelm for this attack. Whew. It's aggression villainy. If you control 6 or more, you can deploy Darth Maul. Darth Maul deploys. He has Overwhelm. He has a 6/6, and each other friendly unit gains Overwhelm. This is potentially another deck that I really want to build. I very much enjoy Maul, and so this is going to be something that I'm looking forward to. Got Sundari. This is our hyperspace version of the base. So, very cool there. Mandalore. And then you'll notice that on the back, I should have called this out earlier, these are where the tokens come. So here's like a hyperspace battle droid token. There's the clone trooper token. So where shields and experience have been in the past, they are now battle droid and clone trooper tokens. We got Batch Brothers. When played, create a clone trooper token. So this is a 2/1/3 cost, but you do also get to drop a 2/2 on the battlefield as well. So just very rapid deployment of clones. That's kind of the whole shtick, right? We got a Sentinel 6 cost Falchion Ion tank 4/6. Yeah, I like Sentinels. We got a Resupply. Hey, Resupply's back. This is a card that we have seen in set 1. Put this event into play as a resource. Let's ramp. I do love ramping. Got the Squadron of Vultures. So we got a 6 cost Aggression, Villainy, 5/4, exploit 3s. So this could be free. If you destroy 3 units, you play this card for free. That's awesome. Or, I'm sorry, I guess at a 6 cost discount, which if you are playing a Aggression and Villainy, it will be free. Now, if you don't have these aspect icons, yeah, it's going to cost more. But that's really cool. That's really, really cool. I like that. We got the Multi-Troop Transport. This is a 7 cost, 3/6 exploit 2, so we can destroy a couple of units to make this a little bit cheaper, down to 4. Or down to 3, sorry. On attack, we create a battle droid token. And so every time we attack, we get to create one of those battle droid tokens, which are just 1/1 tokens, but they're annoying and they can exploit. And it's going to be just another way to get more resources onto the table. We got the 501st Liberator. When played, if you control another Republic unit, you may heal 3 damage from your base. Nice. Those kind of cards are nice. I do like being able to heal damage from our base. It is 3 damage. And I guess there are times in which, if you're playing against a super aggro deck, you will have 3 damage on your turn 2 drop. But if you don't, and if you don't have the full... if you don't have the full damage to heal, you're playing this under curve at some point. You're going to be playing this on turn 5 where you can heal the full, which is not going to be the end of the world. It's just it creates an awkward timing effect for some of these units. But 3 heal is very nice. It's also got the Republic clone and Trooper traits, which are all pretty relevant traits. Actually, I don't know about clone, but I know Trooper and Republic are. We got the Geonosis Patrol Fighter. This is a 5 cost Cunning 3/2 exploit 2. When played, you may return a non-leader unit that costs 3 or less to its owner's hand. Bounce. We got the Hellfire Tank. This is an 8 cost 7/6 exploit 2. So we can get this down to a 4 cost if we destroy 2 units. And it's a 7/6 for 4 is insane. That seems really good. Especially if we're just destroying these battle droid tokens. Who cares, right? They're just battle droids. They're clankers. Wolfpack Escort, 1 cost, 2/1. When played, you may return a friendly non-leader, non-vehicle unit to its owner's hand. This is interesting. Cunning Heroism. To 1 health, 2, but it's a 1 drop. So you can drop this out there, and you can pop a non-vehicle unit to its owner's hand. So that could be the 501st. You pop it back. Now you have a Republic on the table. You can play the 501st again, heal 3 more. And also, whenever you pop it back, if this had 2 damage on it, now it doesn't. You play it again. Now you do have to pay the cost again, of course, right? But there are synergies. There's a lot of win-played abilities at this point. So that's kind of interesting. We got Steadfast Senator. This is a 1 cost Cunning. Wow. Sorry. Command. I am all about the Cunning. 0/4. As an action, we can spend 2 resources to attack with this unit. It gets +2, +0 for the attack. It is a Republic, so you do get the synergy there with the Republics for the 501st Liberators and stuff like that. But that's kind of expensive to attack for a 2, but it is a threat. Like, it's something that your opponent just can't leave out there, and so that's kind of nice. And then it's a coordinate option as well, right? It's a very cheap, easy drop. Now you're even closer to hitting that coordinate threshold of 3 units on the table. We got the Obi-Wan Aether Sprite. The Obi-Wan chip. 5 cost, Vigilance, I'm going to say it correctly this time, Heroism, 4/6, when played and on attack, you may deal 1 damage to this unit and 2 damage to another space unit. That's cool. That's nice. I like the ping damage. I had a lot of fun with Bo Katan in the last set where she has a lot of like little ping damage, and I was enjoying that. Got the Bold Resistance. Choose up to 3 units that share the same trait. Each of those units gets +2/+0 for the phase. You got Padme on there, but this makes me think of Leia, right? So Leia is all about having a lot of rebel units out there, and now with Bold Resistance, they all get +2, and then you can attack with them a lot. So this next card is going to be our rare slot. Let's see what we got. We got a rare. It is I can never say this guy's name. Basically Palpatine's right-hand man, but this is a double command, which makes a lot of sense if we know Palpatine from set 1. He likes that double command. It's a 0/4, so very similar to the Steadfast Senator. Kind of the officials. The officials are kind of like that. This is also an official, so I think it does trigger the Sentinel on the Emperor's Royal Guard, so that's pretty nice too. But we've got here, when you play another unit, you may exhaust this unit. If you do, search the top 4 cards of your deck for a unit, reveal it, and draw it. That's good. That's very, very, very good. Yeah, that's amazing. That's annoying, especially for those high ramp decks where you need card draw. You're going to be pushing the game as long as you possibly can. And this is just going to help you find the cards that you need. And it's also going to put a target out there, because if they don't take care of this guy, that's awesome for you, and you're fine with it. So any player is probably going to have to deal and spend resources to get him off the table, or else you're going to outpace and outlast them. We got Cody. So yeah, I think that is Cody. Yeah, that's definitely Cody. So there's the card for the art. It is Cody. So Clone Commander Cody. This is our foil. It's a 5 cost command, 4/4 Overwhelm. Coordinate each other friendly unit gets +1/+1 and gains Overwhelm. Wow. Okay, so every single unit, if you have 3 or more, gets +1/+1 and Overwhelm. That's pretty awesome. I'm so excited for the clones. I love the clones, and I'm so pumped to see more of those cards. We did get a couple more packs. I'm going to be doing short openings because I just have a lot of fun with those. So make sure that you follow the channel if you want to see what else we get to crack open in these packs. But thank you all so very much for watching. Thank you, FFG, for sending over the box. I super appreciate it. And let me know who you're most excited for in the Twilight of the Republic set for Star Wars Unlimited. And we'll see you next time. Peace.